Hi, my name is Kristen Moran from Numi.com, the professional coach directory. Today I'm interviewing Nakita Savant from Minnesota. Welcome, Nakita. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Kristen.
Nakita, can you start by describing your ideal client?
Sure. I work with folks that feel like they might be kind of stuck in their career or in relationships or even in their feelings of anxiety about things, and also people who want to change. So I work with clients who want to create and achieve outcomes regularly in their career or their relationships, outcomes to kind of live their dream or manifest new relationships.
Okay, great. So, how do you help your clients achieve their various goals?
Well, usually at first we decide how we're going to meet. I'm an international coach, so I use a variety of different types of software to meet folks. And we work on it using an assessment model that was developed in therapeutic coaching. And we look at what the problem is in their life that they want to change, and we really flush it out. And I kind of figure out where that problem exists for them. In NLP, we view the brain like a computer. There's a lot of files in the conscious mind, in the unconscious mind, and having a conversation with somebody, I can kind of find out from them what works for them, metaphorically, what software has been installed and what works for them and what is no longer working for them and needs to be uninstalled, which of course is where the healing and transformation comes in. And working with the unconscious mind is great because it knows everything and it has all of your outcomes expedited. So I help the client learn how to use those tools to help themselves move forward so they won't always need a coach. So I have a whole assessment model that I go through with them related to the problem, to their outcomes. We discuss their resources and then their barriers. Eventually, they get an individualized plan for how to implement strategies that will work for them. Sometimes those strategies are very practical, like creating an all-star LinkedIn account and getting career coaching and practicing interviewing. And sometimes those strategies are guided imagery, which I do. I also do hypnotherapy when it's needed, or a number of other strategies that help the person heal, release, or transform the issues that no longer serve them.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And Nikita, what kind of feedback do you typically get from your clients after you've been working together for a while?
Usually people say that they notice that they have an immediate rapport with me and that they feel comfortable telling me things that are confidential in order to help them through those things. They tell me that I help them realize how to better use their strengths. Sometimes they tell me that without my help, they may not have taken that next step, but with my encouragement, they were able to.
Oh, that's wonderful feedback. Thank you for sharing that. And finally, what's your background and how did you get into coaching?
Well, I initially started getting a bachelor's degree in psychology about 24 years ago. And that led me through a master's degree in English, which is another reason I do writing and editing and helping people with their resumes and their branding of their businesses. And eventually I ended up getting a doctorate in higher education leadership and working in universities. And then I took a hiatus a couple of years ago and joined a 15-month therapeutic coaching program that sort of reignited my passion in psychology and the helping fields and learned how to help people by getting to sort of the root of the issue for them and helping them release and transform that rather than some other types of therapy or coaching which are about management of problems and emotions, which can be very useful. And some people also want to go a little bit deeper and get to the root of those things and release those. So I took the course and I started seeing clients immediately, and then I started my own business.
That's great, Nikita. Thank you again for sharing and thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Kristen.